the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now a run with Geis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Jones, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the option, it'll be Hurts. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, it's Hurts. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
I'm coming. Hey, Forty's mic right there. Forty's mic. I got it.
They run with Geis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I think sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Jones. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
His pass, intended for Darius Slayton, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, Jones. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's 2nd down.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Josh Allen.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 28-yard line.
Throwing Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll try the left side. Lowry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Lowry, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. He completes it to Westbrook. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Jones now on 1st down, and the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and the Jags grab it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Butler. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Jacksonville, 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. On the ground, Geis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
For the point after.
And it is up.
His kick is
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Jaguars 10, Giants 3. Josh Lambo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Fights loose. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44.
Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Barkley, the Giants.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 17, Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Hunter Henry.
New York.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. At that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the ground, it's Geis. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Well called, well blocked, and he just made a great play. There's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Jones throwing on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
At the 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Giants 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Gerald McCoy breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
It's 2nd down.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
17.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And Remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Geis again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Giants 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Geis, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This a very important drive. And that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Brown. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 4th quarter now at Soldier Field. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14.
24.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Play action. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Back at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll keep it on the ground. Lowry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
On the carry.
He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Jones pass.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Jones now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his third pick of the game. Instead, it's third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Looking for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Today's final score.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Jags, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the